Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. 3 weeks in a row. I'm so excited. I am going to be planning for the week of Easter. That is April 14th through the 20th. And I'm going to be using the Happy Easter kit from Sweet Kawaii Design. I'm like 99% sure that this is this year's kit. But you know, like, and I only say that because I feel like Connie was new, like, spring summer last year, but I don't think I used my Easter kit last year, and so I know I actually still have that one, but I think this is the new one. And then I brought in the tie-dye pastel rainbow washi, like I just have to. Let's get into this. Guys, I have been suffering from allergies all week long, so if I sound miserable to you, I actually sound great. This is so much better. I had to do that voiceover last week, and I'll probably have to stop at some point at this video and just end up doing a voiceover. The more I talk, the more I cough. But that's all I really have left is just a cough. I actually feel pretty good now. I ended up having to stay home Friday. I pushed through all week, and I felt miserable. I felt like I had like an impending sinus infection that never actually like came about. My head was hurting. I was so tired of coughing. I felt like I was throwing my back out. Like it was rough. But I made it until Friday. And I did end up actually going into work Friday afternoon. I have a set of kids that come in every other week. And so I really didn't want to miss them because one, I just can't make their time up, and I just feel bad. So push through for that, and their sessions are a little bit longer anyway, so it was a little bit more worth the drive in, and like I felt mostly okay by Friday afternoon. I kind of slept. I wrote some reports, but I slept a little bit and just kind of took things super easy, and so I am feeling a lot better today. My cough is it's annoying, but it's like not at the rate of annoyance that it was earlier, so I'll take it. But anywho, this week was busy. It was Colin's second birthday this week, so we had a lot going on. We had his like actual birthday, which started off by me taking him to the doctor for his 2-year visit. I'm actually going to zoom out. I guess I probably zoomed in a little too close for this, so I don't want you guys to like cut off the screen. I took him for his 2-year visit. Boy is big, but his height has kind of slowed down a little bit. He's 2'11", and I would say that was an accurate assessment of his height on that day. Sometimes I feel like the height's a little weird and the weight and stuff, but they actually did a pretty good job getting him to stand still. I did a good job of getting him to stand still and against the measurement. I was going to say the ruler, but it's not a ruler. Anyway, so 2'11", which puts him in like the 67th percentile. Obviously, it's still tall. Like, that's still tall. That's above average. But not where he was. And then he's 33.4 pounds that day. He was holding 2 dinosaurs, like fisting them, but I don't think that added much to his weight. So he's slimming out a little bit. He was a chunky boy there for a little bit, but he's slimming out, and so he's a big kid. He's in 3T clothing like easily now. So hopefully we can be there for a little bit. I would love to be able to get some use out of the 3T fall clothes again that we didn't like get to really use. So that'd be great if he could stay in 3T for a year or so. But oh well. But he did great. He just needed 1 shot, and he did. He was great. He's got thick thighs, so like I don't even know that he felt. Oh, I know that he felt it because he cried for like 2 seconds, and then was like over it. But he did great. He looks great. He sounds great. Everything about him looks good. She had no concerns. The only concern that I had, and it wasn't really a concern, it was more of a question, with Jensen's iron being so low, and we just didn't even know it for so long. Not that I wanted her to check the iron, but I just kind of wanted to like touch base with her on it and be like, I just would like to keep a closer eye on this than I did for Jensen, and if I see signs of it, I'm going to say something. She's totally on board for that. She checked his iron numbers when they did his labs at a year, and or really I guess the last time that they did his labs, they might have done his iron when we were doing all the labs for the GI stuff, but she said his iron at whatever point the last time he had iron done looked really good. Like, it was a really good number. So she was like, let's just watch, see how he's doing, and if we need to, we can take it later, or I can just start him on an iron supplement if I start to see some of the same like signs and symptoms that Jensen was going through. So anywho, that's that. So yeah, other than that, he looked great. But straight from there, I had to take him to my dad's house because Jensen had therapy that night. So went and had Jensen's therapy session, and he's crushing it, and we are too. We're doing a good job. It's been a lot of fun. It's been pretty insightful. My husband and I are both near mastery on the first session of our PCIT therapy with him, so trying to find my things. We got to do a little bit of like a couple things that like popped up. He was like scared of something, like a hair or something, and when my husband was playing with him, so they kind of worked through the anxiety of that. It was just a weird, bizarro thing, but I mean, like, I can't say that that's never happened before, just not over a hair. So we worked through that, and then with me, he wanted to play with these dinosaurs, and they're like the screw together dinosaurs, and so he went to go play with them, but he like gave up pretty easily because they're tricky. And it's not like they were a new thing, like he's seen them before. So we kind of worked on like persisting through that, and him having a little bit of like defiance of like, I can't do this. So that was nice because we were kind of at mastery for the first portion of the therapy, which is the complete child-led portion, which is awesome. I feel like we're like moving along here. So we're going to move on to some different skills in the next sessions while we keep working on what we've been working on. This weekend and last week, we've kind of put Jensen through some like challenging situations, and I will say we've not had complete meltdowns. We've had like baby meltdowns, but not complete meltdowns, so I'll take it. Has it been still really hard to have him be like super whiny and like anxious? Yeah, it has been, but when I like think about it, significantly better than where he has been in the past year. I got like a memory pop up on Facebook, and we had started doing, I don't actually remember when we started doing, but a year ago, we're doing behavior charts at daycare. So kind of know like the challenging behavior, I know it's been going on for over a year, but it's kind of like when things started escalating, when like daycare was seeing some issues. More so like we were seeing really big issues, but they were also seeing some issues, but most of the time at daycare he's doing great. So but yeah, so we've been dealing with it for quite a while, and I know like if you only watch my YouTube, you'd probably be like, what's going on? Well, I haven't really talked about it too much either on Instagram, but my son's just having a lot of issues and so we're working through it. That's just the easiest way probably to say that, while trying to like maintain his dignity too. But it's also hard when like I want to talk about like what's happening to me, but it's also his life too, so it's hard to like balance and figure that out. But then after that, after therapy, we went back to my dad's house. We celebrated Colin's birthday. My bonus mom made cake and chocolate covered strawberries, and we opened presents from the family, and then presents from my grandma, my dad and bonus mom, their grandma and grandpa. And that was just a good night. It was a Collins loved having a birthday. Let's see. Then we had the birthday party on Saturday, and it was Ratatouille themed, and it was great. We went to a place that I had never been with the boys, and it's just like a true small little children's museum inside of a bigger museum. And it was perfect. It was cheap. It was a nice little area. It was quiet because it's Saturday at a museum and it wasn't busy at all. And yeah, it was a great birthday party and everybody had a lot of fun. We had donuts and like milk and did presents, and you know what? I think he got like a good array of presents this year. I don't feel like we got like, I mean, he did get a bunch of toys, but we got a lot of outside stuff too, which is awesome. I'm only putting this on right now because, well, I need to see what full box options I have and probably zoom you guys all the way out. Is that it? That's as far as we go. Okay. Just so that I can see what we're working with as far as the top goes. The last couple things that I had, we went to an egg hunt after the birthday party on Saturday. The boys took like a little bit of rest, then we went to an egg hunt, which has been my favorite, I think. Sorry, hold on. I would edit that out, but I'm going to totally forget. So, sorry, my bad. We did an egg hunt, and it's in our old town that we lived in, but it was worth driving out there. I mean, I don't think my husband agreed that it was worth the drive, but it's definitely a more fun egg hunt, and both the boys had a blast. So Jensen got to meet the Easter Bunny, and this year he was super excited, and he went up there and met the Easter Bunny all by himself because Collins didn't want to, and that was also a huge win for Jensen. So let's see. I'm yawning. Okay. Well, the double full box is blue, and it's going to bleed into the purple, which, the purple box is not like a quote box. So our other option we could do is just like not color block at all, which is really hard for me to do, but we could make it work, which would actually probably be easier because then Easter can actually go on Easter, which is like one of my things. And then that means we could use one of these up here in the corner for like the quote box. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. We just won't color block. Let's do Shake Your Cottontail. The yawns, the coughs, everything's coming for me, guys. Let's see. Do we want to bring in this like bright yellow then? Because it really matches like the bright yellow of the kit. I feel like I finished a book this week, but I can't remember exactly what it was. You're welcome, guys. I paused hardcore to cough so horribly. I'm afraid I might have to start doing a speed through here if I can't stop coughing though. Okay. On my sidebar, okay, let's see. I am really going to be tracking my, well, not necessarily my steps. I mean, yes, my steps, but I'm still doing my my Step Bet challenges. I had one finish up today, so I have to wait a few days to get the money for that before I can sign up for the next one. But I signed up for my first 5K since, I mean, I was trying to go back and forth. I'm pretty sure since Jensen was like born, I remember doing a turkey trot, but I think that was like right after I had him. I went for, because he wouldn't have, I think he would have been way too big to be one. If I make it through this plan with me at this point, it's gonna be a miracle. My grocery order had substitutions, so I paused to do that. But anyway, signed up for a 5K. I'm pretty sure it would have been November of 2020. Would have been the last time I actually did a 5K. I've tried to get back into running several times and have not ever quite been successful with like being able to run a 5K distance without stopping to walk since November 2020. So I am trying to get back into that. I did my first run tonight and I'm gonna do it. I signed up for a 5K so that I can't back out, and I've got friends that are going too, so we are doing this. We are gonna run this 5K. So I am tracking my steps, obviously, but also when I go and do my runs, so I guess we'd use this one. For right now, I will only be running if I can run outside. I will not be running on my treadmill. My treadmill is definitely more of like a walking pad style than anything else. With this, I really, really, really want to be on top of my water intake. I mean, it's just super important for me in general to be increasing my water intake, but like I really, really, really want to make sure that I am drinking enough water while I'm doing this. And then one other thing. Let's do planning this week. Oh, no reading. Let's do reading. Not that I've been like slacking in reading, but I'm kind of struggling right now with the book that I'm physically reading. I really like it, but I just feel like I'm making no progress. I go to read it at night, I'm falling asleep, and I'm struggling to make the time to read, and I need to finish this book so that I can read the next book with Braylee that we're buddy reading, and I'm just frustrated with myself right now. Anyway, Monday, blankets to daycare. Importante. There we go. I'm gonna put this here. Normally I would go get my Starbucks, but I'm gonna try really hard not to do Starbucks this week. Because that is not going to help me lose weight. That's not going to help me feel better. So, I mean, I was going to Starbucks, or stopping to get a coffee a lot too. To say that I'm going to go down to 0 is kind of unrealistic and a little hard on myself, but we're going to try. So there's that. So blankets for daycare. I did write on their Starbucks, but I'm not going because I already have stuff planned out for my breakfast tomorrow. I do have an after-school meeting tomorrow, so I do want to make sure that I put that there, and I did plan accordingly for dinner tomorrow to make sure that I can come home with enough time to get dinner made. So it's just quick, easy, making hot dogs and macaroni and cheese for the boys. Like, that's super fast, super easy, something that I can do if, I mean, this meeting at the end of the day isn't going to be a bad meeting by any means. But, you know, just in case, like, things go awry and I get home really super late, and I can do that. Is that it? Oh, I'm even looking at the wrong one. Okay. That's it. I do have a meeting during the day, but that's not what I'm going to put down. Let's do... Do I put this? I kind of feel like, because this is going to be over here, I'd rather have this over here, I think, on like Tuesday, Wednesday. So is the purple okay? Purple's okay. Let's do purple. I mean, like, I've got stuff I need to do tomorrow, like, obviously, like, dishes and laundry and stuff like that, but I don't really have anything else going on, though, so that's cool. Let's do green. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. I would love to go for a run tomorrow night, obviously. Ooh, what happened? I'd love to go for a run. I'm gonna go for a run. I'll probably have to run with Jensen in the stroller, which is fine. That's not a big deal at all. It'd be so cool if I could get to running a 5K with both boys in a stroller and pushing them. Oh, how badass would that be? I can do it. I started doing walk jogs with them in the fall with them both in the double stroller. It's hard, but I tried. So I can do it. I know I can. That'd be really cool, though, if I could run a full 5K while pushing 70 pounds of children and however much the stroller weighs. I could say that I've never done that before. Let's see. Tuesday, all I have written down is $2 Tuesday. I don't really have, like, I've got, like, little, like, to-do things, but we don't have, like, major things to do. So, let's see. Guess we're just decorating at this point. Let's do the blue. Can't do the blue. Guess we do the pink. Let's leave a space at the top. Let's do a pink. And then I guess we'll put down the blue double box. Oh, do we want to like skip a space? Let's skip a bit. We're just kind of eyeballing things. There we go. And purple. Let's do a purple. I'm going to have to watch because there's like 2 pinks and 2 yellows. So there's like double those colors. So if I don't use them, then they're all going to get bunched up at the end. Like I do need to use yellow on this side for sure. Let's do a yellow half box all the way at the bottom just because we've not done that. But Wednesday. The only thing that we have on Wednesday is Jensen has a t-ball practice. So we missed last week's t-ball practice because it just happened to be on the same day that we had therapy and Colin's birthday. So we skipped out on that. But we have an extra full box that's yellow. And I'd be okay putting it there. Do I want to put it like all the way at the top though? Nah. Let's do it like here. There we go. I like that. And then let's do a quarter box all the way at the top. See how I've got like a lot of yellow still left? So we'll put a t-ball sticker down. Well, not a t-ball, it's just a baseball sticker, but he's like really excited for it. Last season obviously was his first time playing, and like it went, well, it actually went okay. I'm not gonna lie, it was not bad. I think I bought new. This is what I do need to spend some time in here organizing my last couple months of orders here. Because I feel like I have baseball stickers, but like, what did I do with them? I don't know. They're in the stack, I think. I don't think I've actually put them away yet. That'd be weird. These are all kind of like sticking to each other too. Goose, goose, coffee, goose, 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 goose. No, I didn't see it in there. Okay, hold on. Let me see if it's actually in my book and if I've already sorted this one. Let's see, kids. It's a possibility. But yeah, basketball. Oh, well, those will do. Those aren't the ones that I'm thinking of, but those will do. Let's just do the little one. We're gonna do it like right there with the basket next to it. That'll be good. We'll write it in here. He's pretty excited about it. He, like I said, last summer we did it and it went better than I thought. I'm still a little, like, obviously still worried about it because he doesn't like to participate and then he just won't. So I did email the coach ahead of time and just said, like, hey, this is what it looked like last season. He's not trying to be disrespectful. He just sometimes will shut down and not listen. So I just want you to please be, like, mindful of that as we go into the season. Like, he's not trying to do this on purpose. There's just, he's overwhelmed. So, and his coach replied back right away and he's like, obviously I want him to feel comfortable. Like, thank you for letting me know. And he was super kind about it. But just kind of felt like I had to say something so that it wasn't a big deal. But, you know. Okay, so let's use this pink sticker here. Thursday, Jensen has therapy and I don't work. It's a teacher and service day, I think, at my school, so I'm not going in. I can't remember if it's like a no school day or a teacher. Can't remember. I'm not working that day. There was a day that I had to work in January that technically my home district had a no school day and I wasn't supposed to, like, technically work that day. The school that I follow, and I'm supposed to take a day off and I couldn't make it work with, like, working in multiple districts. So I'm taking that day. And it is what it is. I still needed to do it, so comping myself that day. Let's see. You know, like, we haven't done one all the way at the bottom. It's gonna be a lot of room to cover, especially putting like the only thing we have is a quarter box. But what we could do is steal a half box from another day, or we've got this more like jumbo, like the sheep's super cute, or we've got biscuit with the carrot is actually really cute. So we can kind of like jazz it up a little bit, maybe like leave a little space there. And then maybe put some of these flowers around biscuit. I don't want to like cut the flowers, but I might like have to. Because I don't want them to like, I want them to stay inside of like this box. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, that'll work. Cute. Okay. Well, has to stay there now. Now it's like, do I cut the other ones? Because it kind of looks cute. Is that going to be too much if I cut those too? Does it kind of look like it's meant to be like a full box, but like with a transparent background or something? I don't know. I mean, I chopped them up. Did I miss this one? Well, that's okay. That worked-ish. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. So we got those there. And there's a tiny one. It's not really tiny. Yeah, there we go. I like that. I'm just gonna eyeball this one. That was pretty good. Not gonna lie. Sorry, I can't do things like that and talk about things at the same time at all. Can't do it. So you just get a lot of me like deep breathing because I still can't breathe, but cute. And then let's put a quarter box. Let's do green. Let's do that quarter box. Do it at the top here. Now we're in an awkward space. Oh no. I really don't want to move those. Maybe we just save it. We just save it, I think, and we just do 3 spots because that's fine because we've got therapy that I want to make sure that we put in there. And I want to use these from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And let's use, I mean, we can do the green. The green's pretty like bright and big. Let's do it like right there. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing that day. That's a very bright green. Okay, Friday there's no work. It's Good Friday and there's no daycare. So boys are home with me and I think we are going to do the zoo. Oh, well, too late now. I did have things to put on. We have recycle and a trash. Oh, I do have baseball stickers. Oh, those are cute. I think I have weigh-in stickers too from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I cannot do this many things at once. Zoo, Friday. Do I not have weigh-in stickers? Because I also need to weigh in. But it is recycling and trash on Thursday. And normally that's not a big deal, but recycling comes every other week for us, so it is kind of important for me to remember to set out the recycling as well. My husband also helps out with that too, but we might use the yellow. But yeah, it is weigh-in day. I do a weight loss challenge, and it's just an optional weigh-in every week, and I'll like keep track of it for you guys, but it's not like you don't win anything. We used to do that when I first started. We used to do like a weekly winner, and you'd win like $5, but people didn't like that very much. I did, but then some people are like the same people kept winning week after week, as they should. If like you're gonna win the whole thing, you would think you're winning week after week, but then sometimes, you know, like you have a bad week and you could still end up winning the thing overall. But anyway, I digress. Let's see, zoo, and let's do the blue, and we'll do the yellow there to kind of like spread out the yellow usage that we've got going on. Let's do this up. Ooh. Let's do a quarter box first, which is going to end up being yellow. But that, I mean, that is just what it is when there's, that yellow is so bright, and then you have 2 days in this week that are yellow. And when you're not good at color blocking, it's hard. Then let's leave a space. We'll put this in, and then we'll do the half box, which we'll do purple. And then there's still a little space at the end. I'm not gonna put the zoo in yet. I think that's what Jensen wants to do, but if I put it in, then it feels like that's what we have to do. I mean, it's not by any means. I'll probably end up writing it in tomorrow, but I just want flexibility for that day, because what if we end up wanting to do something with friends instead, or I don't know. What if I've got insane allergies again and don't want to be outside? That can happen too. Okay, that looks good. I feel like I'm not like putting any stickers down, but it's a weird week where like we've got a lot of things to do, but not a lot of like plans set in stone yet. Saturday, I believe, is my bonus mom's birthday, so we are putting a sticker in there for that. And then we have ninja class, so I'll put one in there for that too. Oh no! Well, I just dropped that sticker book, and not retrieving that at this point, so it's just gonna sit there, and hopefully it doesn't matter. I just won't put any icon stickers in right now because I'm not getting it. Let's see. Let's find the ones I've been using from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. for Ninja class. If you know, Jensen's actually signed up for Ninja class on Wednesdays, but T-Ball, most of his games, aside from one, are on Wednesdays. So we're kind of at a standstill with that. Like, we don't want to give up the spot. We're kind of just wasting money, but it does go on our account as like a makeup session, so I don't know. So we'll do that there, but then that's all we have planned for Saturday, which is honestly, thank goodness. I actually want this like yellow to be more down here though, so let's do the green quarter box. I do have an extra quarter box. I kind of forgot because I didn't use it on Thursday. Let's do a quarter box. Let's leave a space. Do I love that? No, I don't. But it's okay. I don't love the two boxes being close together with the same print, but it is what it is. We're not going to change it at this point. And then let's do pink half box here. Yeah. That'll do. And then, yeah, that's all we have planned for Saturday at this point. And then Sunday, I didn't realize, like, I knew my friend Bradley was coming this weekend and that we were going to plan to do Sunday together, but I didn't realize it was Easter. So I kind of feel bad. Like, she's just going to get to do Easter stuff with us, but that's not a big deal. I just kind of, like, forgot it was Easter. So we have people coming over to do an egg my yard type thing, so the boys will be able to wake up Easter morning and there should be eggs in the yard that they can go hunt, and I only had to pay for it. I don't have to do shit. So that's even better when I don't have to do any of that stuff. So let's do, like, I feel like Happy Easter should just be like right at the top of the day. And then all of the festivities, like, we will be dyeing eggs at some point. I don't know. And then Braylee will be here, and then I need to do groceries, and then I film my plan with me, but it just kind of depends, like, if Braylee's going to be over here in the evening. We just don't know. So, like, maybe there won't be a plan with me next week, or maybe I plan it, film it early. But we'll be doing an egg hunt. We'll be going over to my dad and Carla's for Easter meal. And then, like, it's all the normal stuff, and then Braylee's here, so I just don't really know our plans that well. I'm gonna do, again, I don't like how this is the same where I've got quarter box. The non-color blocking, guys, is throwing me off, but it's okay. We're making it work. This is a lot of things, but like a lot of spaces, but it's okay. Wow, what an interesting plan with me. Well, you know what? We made it through. So really that's all that matters. It was we did it. It was a rough one, guys, but we did it. Hopefully next week it won't be coughing every 2 seconds. So I won't have to like pause, stop. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you really like this spread. If you do order from Sweet Kawaii Design, you can use my code Kayla10. You'll get 10% off your order plus my current freebie. These are only available through the end of April, so make sure that you collect any of the PR freebies that you want before the end of April. Otherwise, you can't get them anymore. So there you go. And I only have a small stash that I'm willing to give up. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. It did turn out super cute. I'm glad I remembered to use the Easter kit this year because last year I forgot. So anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.